Are you currently trying to take a screenshot of a website for a client presentation, but it keeps cutting off the bottom of the page? Are you manually creating invoices in Word because you can't figure out how to automate them without the formatting exploding? Are you paying a monthly subscription for a heavy-duty API just to generate a few simple PDFs a month? Are you tired of your Save as PDF function turning your beautiful website layout into a jumbled mess of text and broken images? And honestly, are you just looking for a way to make your chaotic workflow look professional without hiring a developer? If you just sighed heavily, I feel you. Dealing with document generation is one of those boring technical nightmares that nobody talks about until it breaks. But I think I found a fix. I stumbled across a tool called MarkupGo on AppSumo. It's an API platform. Don't let that scare you. That claims to turn code or URLs into pixel-perfect PDFs and images instantly. And the price? It's a one-time payment of less than $50. So, stick around. We're going to find out if this is a developer-only tool or if a regular person like me can actually use it. And hey, if you want to check it out while I fumble through the tech specs, the link to the MarkupGo deal is right there in the show notes. Okay, so let's talk about the problem. We all have subscription fatigue, right? It's real. My accountant actually high-fived me last week when I told him I was cutting my software bill. But here's the thing about generating documents. If you're running a small shop or doing automation, you usually have two choices. Choice one, you do it manually. You take screenshots, you export PDFs one by one. It's slow, and honestly, it looks kind of amateur. Choice two, you pay for the big guys. Tools like Bannerbear, PDF Shift, or DocRaptor. And those tools are amazing, but they are expensive. We're talking recurring monthly fees just to turn some HTML into a picture. And for the average user, like a chaotic project manager or a freelancer using Zapier, paying $30 a month for a background utility hurts. You just want something that works, that's cheap, and that doesn't require a degree in computer science to set up. That is why MarkupGo caught my eye. It promises that high-end functionality for a lifetime price. So naturally, I had to try it. I grabbed license tier 1 for $49. Redeeming it was super simple. I logged in and I was bracing myself for a super ugly, code-heavy dashboard. But it was actually pretty clean. The dashboard is minimal, dark mode isn't the default, but it's easy on the eyes. You've got your usage charts right at the top showing your credits and bandwidth. Speaking of credits, let's talk tier limits. On tier 1, $49, you get 1,000 credits per month. Now typically, one credit equals one generated PDF or image. For a freelancer generating invoices or social media snapshots, 1,000 is a lot. That's like 30 a day. However, notice the catch. Tier 1 only gives you 10 templates. If you need more variety, or if you want the image transformation API, which lets you resize and crop stuff on the fly, you need to stack to tier 2, $98. But looking at the dashboard, I didn't feel overwhelmed. There's a section for templates, a section for API keys, and a playground. The playground is where I spent most of my time because, let's be real, I needed to see if I could break it. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I wanted to see if I could create a nice-looking PDF invoice from a messy HTML template. So I went into the template editor. It's split screen. On the left, you put your HTML and CSS. On the right, you see the preview. Now, I'm not exactly a tech wizard. I still struggle with my printer. So I literally went to ChatGPT, asked it to write me a beautiful invoice HTML template, and copied the code. I pasted it into MarkupGo. Then I hit the render button. In about 2 seconds, maybe 3, the right side of the screen popped up with a perfectly rendered PDF. The fonts looked crisp. The logo wasn't pixelated. But here's the cool part. I wanted to see if it could handle dynamic data, like changing the client name automatically. MarkupGo uses these little handlebars, curly brackets, to insert data. So I replaced the name John Doe with client name. I clicked Generate again, entered some test JSON data, and boom, the PDF updated instantly with the new name. Then I tried the URL to image feature. This is huge for social media managers. I pasted the URL of my podcast website. I told it to take a screenshot. A few seconds later, I had a high-res PNG of my homepage. It even loaded the custom fonts correctly, which usually breaks on cheap tools. I set this up in maybe 10 minutes. Well, maybe 15 because I got distracted by Twitter, but it was fast. Like, really fast. Now, how does this fit into real life? You aren't going to be logging into this dashboard every day. The whole point is automation. I connected MarkupGo to my automation tool. I use Make, formerly Integromat, but it works with Zapier too. I set up a workflow. When a new order comes in, send data to MarkupGo, generate PDF, email to client. It just works. The speed is solid. I didn't notice any timeouts. And regarding in support, this is crucial for AppSumo deals. I checked the reviews. They are sitting at like 4.8 stars. The team is responding to questions about Node.js clients and custom fonts really quickly. One thing to note on the roadmap features. Tier 2 and up includes the Image Transformation API. This is cool if you have a blog and want to automatically crop user-uploaded photos to be perfect squares. It's a nice bonus that usually costs extra elsewhere. Okay, friends, let's get honest. Pros and cons. Pros first. Number 1, value. $49 one time. If you generate even 50 documents a month, this is cheaper than 2 months of a competitor. Number 2, reliability. It renders SVGs and emojis correctly. That sounds small, but if you've ever had a PDF generator turn an emoji into a black square, you know the pain. Number 3, the playground. Being able to test your templates live without writing code in your own app is super helpful for debugging. Now, the cons. It is technical. There is no drag-and-drop builder here. You have to touch HTML, CSS. If you are terrified of code, you will need to use templates or ask an AI to write the code for you. Also, the template limit on Tier 1. 10 templates feels a little stingy. If you are an agency managing 5 clients, you'll hit that wall and have to upgrade to Tier 2 or 3. And finally, it's a newer tool. It doesn't have a massive library of pre-made templates yet. You're kind of starting from scratch. So, what's the verdict? If you are a total non-techie who just wants to drag and drop boxes to make a PDF, stick to Canva. This will frustrate you. But if you are a freelancer, a developer, or a no-code tinkerer who uses tools like Zapier, if you want to automate your invoices, reports, or social screenshots without paying a monthly rent, MarkupGo is a steal. It does one thing, and it does it really well. I'm giving this a solid 4.6 out of 5 tacos. Personally, I'd recommend grabbing Tier 1 if you're solo, but if you want to resize images or you have a lot of projects, stack 2 codes for $98 to get those extra features. And look, AppSumo has that 60-day money-back guarantee. So you can buy it, try to generate one invoice, and if you can't figure it out, just refund it, no risk. If you want to check it out, please grab the deal through my link in the show notes. It helps support the pod and keeps me from having to manually type out receipts for the rest of my life. Go automate your paperwork, folks. Catch you in the next one.